Okay, dear students, welcome to this 11th session on the topic of projectiles. Okay, so we are continuing the not level to level projectiles topic. Okay, so in today's session I'll solve some special problems. Okay, students, in this projectiles topic. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so now generally in projectiles, whether it is level to level projectile or not level to level projectile, which means horizontal projectile or the other two cases, the acceleration in x direction is considered as 0. That is assumption. Okay, students. Okay, in all problems, 99.9% of problems, all problems we should take acceleration in x direction as 0. Okay, but there are some problems 0.1% where they'll give acceleration in x direction. Then in that case we have to consider that into account. So today we are going to solve some special types of problems like this. Okay, so here let us see, students, first problem. Okay, first problem. Okay, there is a ground to ground project, means level to level projectile. Okay, students, that means suppose let us say this is a ground. Okay, and let us say a ball is thrown from here with some velocity u at an angle theta, where u is given as 5 meters per second and theta is given as 37 degrees, where theta is given as 37 degrees. Okay, so now, so what will happen? As usual, it will follow a projectile path. So it will follow a projectile path like this and then fall. Okay, so where let us say this point is A and this point is let us say B. Okay, students. So now here the question is find the time of flight and range. Find time of flight and range. If the question is this, then it is easy to solve. You yourself can solve. Correct? Because u is equal to 5, theta equal to 37. You know the formulas for t equal to 2u sin theta by g. Range is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Directly will substitute the formula. But the question is not this one. The question is find the time of flight and range when wind provides an acceleration of 2 meters per second square in positive horizontal direction. Understood, students? So here is the twist. Okay, so if this is not given, then you can easily solve. Correct or not? But now it is given that there is wind in the horizontal direction. There is wind in the horizontal direction. And that wind is what you call providing an acceleration of 2 meters per second square. Okay, so if this is the case, then what is the time of flight and range? Okay, students. Okay, so I hope you are clear. Okay, so as I told you before, only the formulas, the standard formulas of level to level projectile, that is time of flight, range, maximum height, those are all valid only when there is no acceleration in the x direction. Correct or not? But here they specifically mentioned there is some acceleration in the x direction. So therefore we cannot apply those formulas directly. Rather, we should solve the problems from the fundamentals. Okay, students. So let us solve from the fundamentals. Okay. So from fundamentals means same concept, that is resolve in x direction and in y direction. That's all. Resolve in x direction and in y direction. So suppose let us say in x direction we are considering right side as positive, in y direction we are considering upward as positive. Okay, so what is ux? Ux is equal to u cos theta. Correct or not? This is called as ux and this is called as uy. Okay, so ux is u cos theta. That means 5 cos 37. What is cos 37, students? 4 by 5. 5 will get cancelled, so 4 meters per second. What is uy? 5 sin 37. 5 sin 37. What is sin 37? 3 by 5. So therefore 3 meters per second. Since it is upward, we are taking positive. This is upward uy here. Okay. Now ay, first I'll come to Ax. Ay we know already it is minus 10 meters per second square. It is always towards downwards. Now Ax generally we write 0, but here it is not 0. Here they are telling that it is 2 meters per second square in the positive horizontal direction. That means right side. And right side we took positive. So therefore plus 2 meters per second square. So this is the very important point here. Okay. Here we should not take 0. Because they gave that there is an acceleration. If they didn't mention, then we can take Ax as 0. Okay, students. So now they are asking time of flight. So how to calculate time of flight? Whenever time of flight is being asked, we will focus in y direction. So if you focus in y direction, now what are the coordinates? So first let us say this what you call projection point we take as origin. So that means this is called as x-axis. And this is called as x-axis, and this is called as y-axis. This is called as x-axis. This is called as y-axis. And this what are the coordinates of point A? 0, 0. Now B is lying on the same x-axis. That means what is the y coordinate? 0. X coordinate is what, students? X coordinate is some range r. Let us say it has traveled what you call distance r, which we call it as range, horizontal displacement r comma 0, because in y direction it is not having any displacement, correct or not? So this is what we will use, understand? So displacement in y direction is 0. By the time it comes from A to B, how much it has traveled? 0. Here also y is 0, here also y is 0. So that means it has not traveled in y direction by the time it reaches B. So therefore displacement in y direction is 0. So here we can use the equation S is equal to, in the interval AB we can use the equation S is equal to ut plus half times of at square, that is in y direction, y direction, y direction. What is the displacement in y direction? 0. What is the initial velocity in y direction? 3 into time of flight. This is called time of flight, t plus half in what is ay? Minus 10 into t square. So that is equal to 3t is equal to 5t square. So 1t will get cancelled. So t is equal to 3 by 5 times 3 by 5 seconds. Correct or not, students? So I hope you understood this one. Now range. How to find out range? Range is, to find out range we will focus on x direction. And in x direction, let us say in the interval AB, if you apply the equation S is equal to ut plus half times of at square. In x direction, S in x direction is equal to u in x direction into t plus half into a into x direction. This t is the total time of flight in AB, which is equal to 3 by 5 seconds. Correct or not, students? Which is equal to 3 by 5 seconds. So therefore, S in x direction is called as range, is equal to, what is ux? 4 into time of flight. What is the time of flight? 3 by 5 plus half times of, normally we place here ax as 0, but here ax is not 0. Ax is equal to 2 into t by t square. That means 3 by 5 whole square. So that is equal to 4 3 is 12, 12 by 5 plus 2 2 will get cancelled, 9 by 25. So that is equal to 25. If you take 5 5s, 12 5s 60 plus 9. So that is equal to 69 by 25 meters. Okay, students. So I hope you are clear. So here the most important point is this one. Okay, the most important point here is this one. Ax is not 0. Ax is not 0. That is the most important point. You have to understand that one. Ax is given some value. If they give left side, we'll take minus 2. That's all. Okay. So I hope you are clear, students, with this one. Okay. So now let us take some more special problems. Okay. Next one is relating with vectors chapter. Of course, I think one problem I already solved, but here we'll try to solve little what you call advanced level. But before that, I'll solve one simple problem which we have solved, I think. So let us see, related with vectors. Related with vectors. Related with dot product of vectors. Related with dot product of vectors. Related with dot product of vectors. Okay. So let us see one problem on this one. Okay. there is a ground to ground projectile as usual. Let us say there is a ground to ground projectile like this. There is a ground to ground projectile like this. Okay. So let us say a body is thrown with some velocity u, okay, at an angle theta, where u is equal to 10 meters per second and theta is equal to 53 degrees. Theta equal to 53. So now what will happen, students? It will follow a projectile path. So therefore it will go like this, like this, like this, like this, and then fall on the projectile. Okay, and then fall on the ground. Okay, let us say this is point A and let us say this is point B. Okay, students. So now what they are asking is, find the time when the velocity is perpendicular to the initial velocity. Find the time when the velocity is perpendicular to the initial velocity. Perpendicular to the initial velocity. Okay, students. That means as the ball is going on the projectile path, at every point the velocity is changing, correct or not, students? At every point the velocity keeps on changing. Suppose it is here like this. After some time it is here like this. After some time at the highest point it is like this. Then after some time, then again it is changing, correct or not? Again it is like this. Then after some time again it is changing like this. So at every point the velocity is changing, correct or not? Okay. But there will be one point where this initial velocity vector, the initial velocity vector is like this. So now there will be one velocity vector which is perpendicular to this red color, that is initial velocity vector. Now if you see the second velocity vector, if you extend this back like this, is the angle between these two 90, students? Is the angle between these two 90? No, it is not 90, na? It is not 90, it is some other. Same way, if you extend this one also, second vector also like this, it is not 90. If you extend this one also, it is not 90. If you extend this one, maybe or may not be. Or that means, or suppose let's say if you extend this one, okay, so maybe this may be 90 degrees. So that means there will be one point in the path of the projectile where at that point if you draw the velocity and extend back, that velocity vector, let us say that velocity is v, okay, that velocity vector will be perpendicular to this initial velocity vector. Okay, students, I hope you are clear. So these are all not the what you call velocity vectors. These are not required for us. Okay. Okay. So for us, what is important is this one. Okay. Let us say this point is some C. Okay. So that means now as the ball is going on the path of projectile, there will be a one point called C, where at that point the velocity vector and the initial velocity vector are making an angle of 90 degrees. Please remember, students, are making an angle of 90 degrees. Okay. So this angle is how much? 90 degrees. Okay. So now the question is, find the time when the velocity is perpendicular to the initial velocity. So that means now we have to find out what is the time taken for the ball to go from A to point C. That is our aim. Now our aim is this one. I am darkening this one. So point A to C. So this path, how much the projectile will take for this path. That is what our aim. Okay, students. So I hope you are clear. Okay. So now how to solve? As usual. Okay. As usual in x direction and in y direction. Okay. In x direction and in y direction. Okay. So in x direction, in x direction, let us say right side is positive, and in y direction upward is taken as positive. In y direction upward is taken as positive. Now in x direction, let us draw ux and uy, correct or not? So ux is equal to u cos theta. What is u cos theta? 10 cos 53. Cos 53 I already told you. That is how much? 3 by 5. So that means 10 into 3 by 5. So that is 6 meters per second. And what is uy? 10 sin 53. 10 sin 53. That is equal to 10 into 4 by 5. So that is equal to 8 meters per second. Okay. And what is ax? Here we should take 0 because that the previous problem which I told is a special problem. Only if they mention in the problem we should take ax as some value. Otherwise we should not take it. Okay, students, I hope you are understanding this one. Okay. Here they didn't mention anything. So therefore ax is 0. And what is ay? As usual, minus 10 meters per second square because upward is positive. Okay. Now we are interested in finding out the time. Okay, students, from A to C. So now here, so whenever this type of problem, okay, perpendicular term, if you hear, always remember, recollect the concept from vectors. Okay, recollect from the concept of vectors that if two vectors are perpendicular, suppose let's say if u vector and v vector are perpendicular, then the dot product of those two vectors will always be 0. Correct or not, students? This we learnt in dot product of vectors. Okay. If two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then the dot product of them is 0. Okay. So here what we have to do is, here this vector u vector and this is v vector. Write them in their vector form. And then calculate the dot product. Okay. So that means first I'll write what you call u vector. Okay, what is u vector? U vector is nothing but ux I cap plus uy j cap. Correct or not? So ux I cap plus uy j cap. Okay, so okay, now here, so u vector is equal to ux is how much, students? 6 I cap plus 8 j cap. Okay, ux I cap plus u. Now when it comes to this one v vector, now it will have two components, correct or not? It will have two components, one is x component and one is y component. Okay, so one is x component and one is y component. Okay, so this v vector also can be written as vx I cap. This vy will be in downward direction, so minus vy j cap. Okay, so what are vx and vy is what we have to calculate. Okay, now vx we already know. Vx is nothing but called as the horizontal component of initial velocity, which will always remain same at every point. Correct or not? At every point the horizontal component of velocity remains same. That means same as ux. So that means when I write the vector v, that is v is equal to what is vx? Same as ux. So that means 6 I cap minus vy j cap. Now I want this vy. Okay. So how to get that vy? Students? How to get that vy? Is focus in y direction again. Okay. So vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. Correct or not? In the interval AC, if you apply this one, in the interval A to C, if I apply this equation, Vy is equal to Uy plus Ay into T. Okay. So I want Vy. So Vy is equal to, what is Uy, students? Uy is 8 plus, what is Ay? Minus 10. And time I don't know from 8. So keep it in terms of T like this. So that means I can write V vector is equal to 6 I cap minus of 8 minus 10t j cap, because here Vy we got as 8 minus 10t. No? Okay. So now I have these two equations, u and v. So dot product of those two must be 0. So that means 6 I cap plus 8 j cap dot of 6 I cap minus of 8 minus 10t j cap should be equal to 0. So dot product means 6 into 6 36 minus 8 into 8 minus 10t should be equal to 0. So that is equal to 36 minus 64 plus 80t is equal to 0. Okay, so 80t is equal to, okay, so 64 minus 36, that means 64 minus 36. Okay, if it goes that side, plus 64 minus of 36. Okay, so that is equal to how much, students? 28. Correct? 28. So 80t is equal to 28. So t is equal to 28 divided by 80. Okay, students. So like that we can easily solve the problems. Okay. So always remember, whenever perpendicular term comes, we should always see what you call, use the concept of vectors. When two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product must be equal to 0. Only thing is what you call, the other vector you should know, that is the other vector you should write in terms of vector form. The other vector should always be written in terms of vector form. And please see, students, you may have doubt that why I took Vy as minus, because Vy should be taken as minus. Why? Because here I took as minus. Why? Because until the body reaches the highest point, wherever on this path of projectile, if you draw a tangent, that tangent will not make 90 degrees with the initial velocity vector. Only when the body crosses the highest point, that means the other side, then the what you call, there is a possibility that the velocity at any point on the other side, okay, then there is a possibility that the angle will make what you call, the velocity will make an angle of 90 degrees with the initial velocity vector. And if you take a velocity vector on the other side of the maximum height, it will always have Vy negative. So therefore you should be careful. Okay, students. So I hope you are clear. So now I'll solve one little extended problem to this, okay, which is very, very interesting. So in the previous problem I took only one ball. Okay, students. Now I'll take two balls. Okay, students. I'll take two balls. Okay. So first I'll explain the question. Okay. There is a tower. There is a tower. There is a tower, students. Okay. There is a tower like this. There is a tower. Okay. From the top of this tower, there are two balls. From the top of this tower, there are two balls which are projected, one towards right side with a speed of 10 meters per second horizontally, another towards left side with a speed of 5 meters per second horizontally. Both are projected horizontally only. Okay. So now, as usual, we know that what will happen, what is the path followed by these two balls? It is nothing but projectile path only. Correct or not? It is nothing but projectile path only. Okay. So now what will happen? This will also what you call follow projectile path. So like this it will follow. It will meet here, and this will also will follow like this and meet here. Correct or not, students? Okay. The speed is less, so that speed is more. Okay. Anyway, so both of them will fall on the ground. Okay. So the question here is, find the time when velocity of both the balls is perpendicular to each other. Velocity of both the balls is perpendicular to each other. Okay, students. So that means I hope you understood, students. Find the time when the velocity of both the balls is perpendicular to each other. So here whenever perpendicular means, remember, dot product of two vectors. Okay. But anyway, first let us see, first understand this question. Okay. Now if you observe carefully, students, this 10 meters per second ball, okay, when it is projected at every point, its velocity changes. Its velocity means it's a tangent like this, correct? At every point if you draw the tangent like this, correct or not? At every point if you draw, tangent will be like this. Okay. Same way this tangent also will change. So like this at every point. At every point it will change, correct or not? Otherwise I will draw with this another color. I will take another color as this one. No, not that one. This one. Some other color. So tangent at that point. Same way tangent at this point like this. Same way tangent at this point like this. Same way tangent at this point like this. Like this. At every point tangent if you draw. Okay, students. So now if you see, there will be somewhere, okay, where the velocity of 10 meters per second ball and the velocity of 5 meters second ball will be perpendicular to each other, correct or not? Okay, they will be perpendicular to each other. Okay, so I'll say that maybe, what do you call, let us say at this point, if you extend this one, this velocity vector, and if you extend this velocity vector, maybe they'll have an angle of how much, students, here? 90 degrees. So that means now these points are our interest for us. Okay, some points I don't know where it is. Let us say this is point A and let us say this is point B. Okay, students. So at this point these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. So find the time when the velocity of both the balls is perpendicular to each other. Okay. So here now we just have to write down the two vectors in vector form, that's all. Correct or not, students? We just have to write the two vectors in the vector form. Let us say this is a velocity of B and let us say this is velocity of A. Okay. So now this vector also will have x component like this and y component like this. Correct or not, students? Okay. This is called as, this is called as V, velocity of B in x direction. This is a velocity of B in y direction. Okay, students. Same way now this one also we can draw. This one also we can draw like this. This is x direction. This is y direction. Okay. So this is called as velocity of A in x direction and this is called as velocity of A in y direction. Okay, students. This is the velocity of A in y direction. Okay. So now our aim is to write down velocity of A and velocity of B and then take the dot product of those two vectors which is equal to 0. Okay, students. I hope you understood. Okay. So that is what we had to do. So here let us take first ball and second ball. First ball is the 10 meters per second. Second ball is the ball which is projected with the, otherwise I'll write here. Let us say this is the first ball and this is the second ball. So for the first ball, okay, students. So for the first ball, now my aim is to write down velocity of B is equal to, in vector form, velocity of B in x direction I cap plus velocity of B in y direction j cap. And of course here I should not write plus. Why? Because it is minus. Correct or not, students? It is minus. Why? Because it is in downward direction. So therefore it should be minus. Now this x component velocity, that VBx, is same as the x initial x component, because in x direction the velocity remains same. So that means 10. So 10 I cap minus, what is VB, students? The velocity in B direction. Correct or not? The velocity in B direction, the velocity of B in y direction I want. Okay. So now I don't know how much time it takes. Let us say it takes some time t. Okay. So now how to calculate this velocity of B in y direction? I know now. Let us take in y direction. Let us say in y direction for this first ball only. Upward is positive. Okay. So what is uy, students? What is uy? Is there any component of this velocity in y direction? No. What is ay? Minus 10 meters per second. Now I want vy at b. So vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. So that is equal to vy is equal to, what is uy, students? Uy is 0 minus 10t. So that means minus of 10t. So I can write here as minus 10t into j cap. Again we should not write minus, students. Okay. So 10i minus 10tj. Okay. This is what the velocity of vector b in vector form. Now let us see second ball. Now second ball, velocity of a, correct or not? Velocity of a is equal to va in x direction i cap plus va in y direction j cap. Of course here also it will be minus. Why? Because we already know. Okay, students. Or otherwise you can substitute here also. Now x direction, just like previous one, x direction will always remain constant. At every point this x direction will remain constant. How much is this? 5 meters per second. So that means I can write directly as what you call 5i cap. I can write directly as, of course here we are taking right side as positive, it is left side. So that's why it's very important. Minus 5i cap plus velocity of y in y direction. Here also same thing. Okay, in y direction also, here also we can take upward as positive. And what is the velocity in y direction? 0. This vector has no y component, correct or not? So therefore, and ay is equal to minus 10. So therefore vy is equal to uy plus ay times of t. So which implies vy is equal to minus 10t. So that means minus 10t. So I'll write directly, sorry, minus 10t. So that is equal to minus of 10t j cap. Okay, students. So this is the velocity of vector a. So now these two vectors I have to do the dot product. If two vectors are perpendicular, so velocity of a dot of velocity of b must be equal to 0. So dot product means 10 into minus 5. 10 into minus 5 x components, minus 10 into minus 10 plus 10 into 10, 100 t square should be equal to 0. So 100 t square is equal to 50. So t square is equal to 1 by 2, or t is equal to 1 by root 2 second. So after a time of 1 by root 2 second, okay, these two vectors will be perpendicular to each other. Okay, students, I hope you are clear with this one. Okay, so these are some special problems. Okay, and some more interesting problems are there. Okay, in the next session I'll solve some puzzles type questions. Okay, and then there is one more topic that is called as equation of trajectory. Okay, so in the next session I'll start some puzzle type of problems, or equation of trajectory first and then puzzles, and then I think by next session I'll be finishing this one, and then we'll go to projectiles on inclined planes. Okay, students, so by that projectiles will finish, and then at the end there is relative motion, which I'll cover both in 1 dimension as well as in 2 dimensions. Okay, students, so thank you very much, students. So homework I'll give in the next session. Thank you very much, students. Have a nice